How good of a fighter is Kenny actually? As of the making of this video, Kenny Payne is without a doubt one of the most hated characters in Cobra Kai. This is largely due to his controversial victory over the fan-favorite character Hawk. As a result, Kenny has been receiving a lot of hate from the community, particularly in regards to his ability as a fighter, to a degree that I believe he is severely underrated. Today, I'll be going over just how good he actually is by analyzing his feats and skills, then coming to a verdict. When it comes to skills, like most Cobra Kai students in Season 4, Kenny learned to combine both styles of karate, learning Miyagi-Do from Robbie. We see this in full effect with members like Kyler and Jake using Miyagi-Do techniques that Daniel taught Robbie in Season 1, which would logically mean Kenny knows them too. Kenny shows further advancement in Miyagi-Do, demonstrated when he defeated Nate at the All-Valley tournament using the drum technique, something that even Daniel LaRusso didn't learn until Karate Kid 2. This, however, should pale in comparison to Kenny's offensive capabilities as he is a member of Cobra Kai, skills which only continued to improve in Season 5. In preparation for his match against Eli, Terry Silver taught Kenny a move called the Silver Bullet, an attack that can incapacitate the opponent by temporarily stopping their ability to breathe. Kenny was able to master the technique and used it to incapacitate Eli during their match. As for feats, starting off with Season 4, Kenny showed great potential, his speed alone being held in high esteem by top-tier fighters such as Tori and Robbie. Despite only training for a few months, Kenny was able to advance to the quarterfinals of the All-Valley tournament, which would make him one of the 8 best male fighters in the entire valley. He would face Robbie in the quarterfinals, and initially Robbie held back against Kenny, using only his Miyagi-Do skills, which Kenny is able to overwhelm using his combined style to score the first point. Kreese would recognize that Robbie could potentially lose if he continues to hold back, encouraging Robbie to take Kenny seriously. Kenny quickly loses the next point, however in the third round, displays his speed and defense as he's able to briefly keep up with a serious Robbie. In comparison, Kenny lasted around the same time as Eli did when he was only using Miyagi-Do. Kenny then proceeded to have his face kicked in by Robbie, however I think it's fair to commend Kenny for his durability as he got up almost immediately after the kick and walked away. Season 5 is where Kenny starts to reveal his true potential. Many fans in the community attribute this to plot armor, however I completely disagree because unlike the students at Miyagi-Do and Eagle Fang minus Devon, Kenny never stopped training, even stating to Robbie at the water park that he has improved and is now stronger than ever. Terry also provided Cobra Kai students with the latest technologies and health foods to maximize performance. Considering the students at Miyagi-Do didn't resume their training until episode 7, it is completely logical for Kenny to have improved massively while the students at Miyagi-Do stagnated. A hard fact we have to consider in regards to Kenny is that, amongst all of the teens learning karate, Kenny possesses the most potential. This is supported by the fact that within only a few months of training, he was demonstrating offensive capabilities that was able to overwhelm even Robbie at the start of their match, and has learned Miyagi-Do techniques that even Daniel LaRusso didn't learn until Karate Kid 2. This is further supported by Terry Silver in Season 5 as he believed Kenny to have the most potential. Thus, his quick progress makes even more sense. As for his feats, Kenny once again demonstrates his quickness by speed blitzing Kyler twice, snapping his head back and briefly staggering him. Keep in mind that Kyler should be even stronger than he was in Season 4, in which he was able to obliterate 5 layers of concrete. After a brief struggle, Kenny shoves Kyler to the ground and then kicks the distracted Sensei Odell in the face. Now we get to the Kenny vs Eli match. I will be as objective as I possibly can while analyzing this feat. Before the match started, Robbie told Eli to hold back, and as a result, we see Eli using only Miyagi-Do against Kenny initially. However, this backfires as Kenny quickly scores the first point, forcing Eli to use the offensive side of Miyagi-Do. This proves successful as Eli is able to hit Kenny clean, however the bribed referee declared it to not count as a point. In the third round, Kenny is able to once again gain the upper hand by injuring Eli with an elbow to his leg, an illegal move in a tournament setting, but was able to get away with it due to the referee. However, what some fans don't understand is that this move would be completely fine to use in a street fight. The following round is perhaps the most heavily disputed, as Eli stops holding back, combining both styles by unleashing the Hawk. Despite this, Kenny is able to successfully land the Silver Bullet, incapacitating Eli and thus winning the fight. The subject that is heavily debated is whether or not Eli was hindered by his injury from the previous round. So how good is Kenny actually? In terms of his ability as a fighter, starting off with Season 4, he was able to last around the same time as Miyagi-Do Eli against Robbie. This same version of Eli was able to effortlessly dominate Kyler during the All-Valley tournament, demonstrating his superiority to Kyler even in Season 4. As for Season 5, from what we have seen, he's shown to be superior to Eli when he's only using Miyagi-Do, being able to score a point and even injuring him. However, there is a lack of solid evidence to prove he scales to an Eli that's not holding back, as while he was able to land the silver bullet, Eli's leg was injured, and given that he took a few steps before attacking along with throwing attacks on an injured leg, this would have hindered his footwork and ability. While it is possible that Kenny would have landed the silver bullet regardless of the injury, the circumstances in which he performed the feat is far too ambiguous to say for certain that he is superior to an Eli that's not holding back. In terms of skills, he's able to use both cobrakai and Miyagi-Do, showing advanced knowledge in both styles through techniques such as the silver bullet and the drum technique. As for strength, he's able to hurt and stagger the likes of Robbie and Kyler, who can smash concrete and injure Eli, who should scale to these levels of strength. Kenny's durability is also impressive, being able to get up and walk away almost immediately after being kicked viciously by Robbie, and in Season 5 was able to withstand multiple attacks from Miguel even despite being caught off guard. In conclusion, Kenny at the moment is a very underrated fighter. Based on feats and demonstration of skill, he should easily be the best team fighter outside of the main five being Miguel, Robbie, Eli, Sam, Tori.